Let me now turn to Dr. Noura Mansouri for her remarks about what she sees the role of educational programs, networks, and mentorship. Over to you, Madam.
Thank you very much, Christine. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you virtually. My name is Noura Mansouri. I'm a research fellow at KAPSARC. I'm also a research affiliate at MIT and an expert at the World Energy Council. As a mother of four and as a woman who have been in the clean energy industry for the past decade and a half, I'm very passionate about women in clean energy. And I'm very fortunate and privileged to have served the cause of women and at the same time advance the clean energy agenda. At KAPSARC, where I currently work, which stands for King Abdullah Petroleum Studies and Research Center, we're very proud to have 30% women of the workforce and support women throughout their journey, where there is a daycare for working moms and there's some flexibility in work from home, especially at the times of this pandemic that impacted everyone. But disproportionately impacted working women, where they now have to not only take care of their children at home, but also do the tutoring of this distance learning. Hopefully we'll all transition back to normalcy very soon and resume our roles. Also, as part of as part of my work to support women in clean energy, and as the founding board member of SILA, which means connect in Arabic, of the Professional Women Network in Saudi Arabia, that was founded in 2011 to support women and working women by providing forums, mentoring, training, etc. Also, as a board member of the Women in Clean Energy, as part of the Clean Energy Business Council of the Middle East and North Africa, very proud to be part of a program that supports women and aims to provide professional services through the forum, training, job opportunities, and connecting to other women in the region. I'm also a member of the selection committee of the Zayed Sustainability Prize, which is another great initiative that not only advances the agenda of clean energy and sustainability, but also empowers women. And I'm very happy to serve as a member of the selection committee, where I see heartwarming entries and applications of women entrepreneurs from Africa and other developing countries. In fact, last year, the award went to We Care Solar, which is a startup in Africa that creates and develops solar suitcases tailored for childbirth, supporting over nearly 2 million people across Africa by providing these essential medical services in off-grid location. And in my previous job posts in Ariba and EDF, the French nuclear energy company, I was very happy to be part of this women supporting company. Valerie Levkov, who was a speaker at just the previous panel, was my mentor, and she was amazing at supporting especially young women in nuclear energy and providing all the support we need. In my capacity also as the director of the Human Capacity Building Program, while I was at Ariba, I made sure to include women, where typically only male engineers had access to internship programs in France and Germany. I was happy to involve Saudi young graduates, female graduates of mechanical engineering, which was the very first batch of mechanical engineering very recently. This major, of course, was not offered to female in Saudi Arabia, and in the recent years it became available, and we were happy to include these female graduates and engineers to spend time in nuclear reactors in France and Germany, just like their male colleagues. And currently, as the chair of the Climate Change and Environment Task Force under the T20, which is an engagement group for the G20, I'm happy to say that just this week we published all 24 policy briefs, and these were written by 164 authors and collaborators from 26 countries, 23% of whom are women. And so in my journey and in my career, I make sure that the women presence is always there, and together we can advance this cause.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mansouri, again for sharing your personal story, for putting a focus on the importance of daycare for working moms. I think those of us with children, we know how important this is, and we have also seen how challenging it is during the pandemic to navigate through a job and to manage a family. And also thank you for putting a focus on the importance of mentorship. At GWNet, we run a series of mentoring programs because we're convinced that women need some encouragement in their career, and so we also look forward to working, collaborating with C3E to advance mentorship for women in clean energy as we move along. And now over to you, Kyra McClelloch, for your testimonial, please.
Well, I just actually want to just say thank you for including me on this, and kudos to all the women and everything that you're doing. I know a few questions that were asked early on about my opinion on clean energy in certain ways that either we can accelerate it, or if I had $5 million, how would I use it towards women in clean energy? Being a woman that's actually worked in the nuclear energy for 5 years and coming out of college and being the youngest individual in my office and on my team, there were some challenges, only because at times people may have believed that I wasn't either viable or not ready for certain work products. So I just kind of want to say, with the economic downturns, we know that a lot of things have slowed down, but clean energy obviously has a bright future. And so if I had $5 million to give towards anything in clean energy, I believe that I would start a business fund and a competition fund that's geared towards women in clean energy with innovative ideas. And in the role after the competition, we could roll these ideas into an accelerator. So similar to what Dr. Noura Mansouri just said, how they were actually giving money to a startup in Africa. Ideally, we would have a startup competition fund that's only geared towards women, and we would give them the opportunity to either troubleshoot an idea in different countries, because obviously not a lot of countries have access to certain resources and everything that others do when it comes to clean energy. And since C3E has an amazing, robust grant mentorship database and many signatories, we could use that database to access the network as advisors. And I also believe another way to accelerate in the in the clean energy space would be similar to internships. Let's take it a step further and call it like summer intensive programs. So electing like 50 viable young women candidates from across the world and take them on like a 3-week tour or summer intensive to introduce them to different networks in clean energy, visit countries with obstacles that need more access to clean energy, and then convening in one place to troubleshoot together. I think this is a great way to give career opportunities and building a robust network database for many individuals to be a change maker in clean energy. So events like this are extremely important because we are unveiling how many women are involved. But I think to continue to streamline this type of network and also getting the word out to get more women in clean energy to have equal by 30 future. I think continually what I like most about what I've seen about this entire segment that we have is just that diversity in women. Not only do we need the gender diversity, we also have to have the ethnic diversity as well. So I believe creating like a team that could have access to 15 or 20 programs or schools that interest them, and allowing those people to basically spread the word about clean energy and how to get more women into the clean energy field would be really important. Because from my experience, I've always just been introduced to people through clean energy that didn't look like me at all, I can say. whether they weren't African American or whether they weren't a woman. And I think it's important to make sure that we diversify in all aspects and not just in the gender realm. I can say that C3E is doing amazing. I think progressing forward, I think I foresee definitely that more people are going to sign on to be a part of this campaign. And I just think it's really important that we continue to spread the word about clean energy. And additional to mentorship, we have to make sure that we're giving access in the business area, because I'm a big believer in small business. And if we also mentor and uplift women in the realm of becoming scientists in these areas, we have to also prepare them for what their future could be, which is business leaders. And that's why so many that's why the numbers between men and women in this field has such a huge deficit, because typically you hire people that look like you. So if we put more women in the business sector and give them opportunity to have their own startups, or even create teams to convene together to troubleshoot ideas, then we would in turn hire people that represent us, look like us, have the same morals, ethics, and vision for clean energy, and also for our gender diversity.
Thank you very much, Kyra, for sharing all these new ideas, and also for putting a focus on the importance of bringing women into creating their own businesses and also working together and helping each other. I think I hope that many talented young women, students that are currently in the orientation of their career are going to watch this session to see the very inspiring stories from many different, as you put it, ethnic and cultural backgrounds. And I think having women as role models in this field is definitely going to help younger women to enter in this area. With this, I thank you very much for your testimonials, for all your statements, and unfortunately, again, time doesn't really allow that we continue this discussion here to a long extent. We could fill an entire session with just discussing among ourselves, but that's probably in the cards for another occasion. So thank you very much.